Hello everyone, this is Floxcat and welcome back to another reaction where today we'll be reacting to Sylveon Trolls Everyone Hisui Edition. Now, obviously, I decided to go ahead and jump this one because I was like, I wonder how this will do. So, we're going to go on ahead and get going. I first put that down. And, we're just going to go on ahead and, put all this down and start react to it. Of course, as always, link in the description down below for the original video. Also, kind of a quick side note, the reason why this thing took late to do was because A, I kind of procrastinated a little bit. B, I had to clean my house today, so a lot of stuff happened. And C, I don't know. I was like, like I could have done it yesterday, but yesterday I decided to use that day for a full-fledged break. Mostly because, in all honesty, for those who didn't know, my brother is actually on vacation right now, and he's not at his house yet. He probably is now. Came back, but he's on vacation now. So I didn't do anything this weekend. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and just take a full-fledged break. I also had some time to myself, da da da. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I kind of lays out. Plus, I got other projects that was going on, so da da. But enough being said, let's actually get into this. We're snapping into this, and you know now I need to figure out a new intro. All right, as usual, this thing sucks. Okay, press start.
Stand back, everyone! I'm about to compliment a Pokemon game, and I don't know if I'm going to burst into flames in the process. Okay, here it goes. Legends Arceus is pretty cool. Hey, that went better than I expected. But seriously, Legends Arceus is actually good. And yes, I'm saying Arceus. I know I've said Arceus in the past, but I've changed my mind, so deal with it, nerds.
I say Arceus and deal with it.
Like I was saying, Legends Arceus is really good. It's a fresh new take on a game whose formula has long since ran its course. I can't tell you how long people have been asking for an open world Pokemon game. Plus it runs...
Yeah, you actually can't because that's been very well known. Oh boy. And P.S. If you want to know my thoughts on it, I'm pretty much the same here though because I actually did enjoy what I played. I did a full review in the channel. You can just easily find it in the video game review or review slot playlist in this channel. But yeah, it's pretty good actually. I actually was able to beat it recently though. Well, I beat the main story, and by the way, I could see why people says that the Garatina boss battle, spoiler warning, is hard. And trust me, I actually did defeat it, but I only lost once and then defeated it again. It's not that hard. You just gotta train very well. I will admit I probably cheated a little bit because I captured both Dialga, Palkia, Shaman, Darkrai, and Crystal, and use all those legendaries and mythical Pokemon first. But it's not that bad that every people was talking about. Like I was thinking, like when people were talking about it, too, including my brother, they're like, "Oh man, it's like mega dank hard and stuff." I'm like, no, it's not. I literally beat that with all legendary mythical Pokemon. All you have to do is do that. I don't know.
leagues better than the Chugmeister's Sword and Shield. I suppose it helps that they focused less on adding a bunch of new Pokemon and more on developing the gameplay. In fact, this game beat Kalos' record of least new Pokemon in a game, though it's still debatable.
Or pretty much, not really. I think that's what she was going to say.
On whether or not Legends Arceus is a mainline game.
It is. I mean, if it got new Pokemon, and if it counts in Pokemon Home, then it is a mainline game. It is. That's pretty much it. It's similar to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Even though I see why people will think that's a spin-off, it does kind of count.
Game. Less Pokemon or not, I still have a job to do. So let's make this a mini troll. Talk about a letdown. You were cooler when you were dead. I just love her lack of energy. Go girl, give us nothing.
How's that nothing? How's that literally nothing? How's that literally nothing? And why did she said that I was dead? I mean, okay. Again, this is pretty much trolling and bullshit, but whatever. I mean, it's their judge opinion. And be fair where fairness is needed. I will say, the only Pokemon, well, there were a little bit of couple, but the only really new Pokemon form and that I enjoyed was freaking Zora and Zoroark's form. Mostly because literally, A, they had the typing I always wanted for decades now. And I do mean decades, being that they literally finally give us the normal and ghost type, which is pretty cool. And plus, also, I just love Zora and Zoroark in general. Like, so I will still say I still love Chandelura, but I think you can pretty guess that Hisui Zoroark might be my new favorite Pokemon of all time. But I'll still stick with Chandelura because Chandelura is pretty good.
I'm sure someone in the art department is very pleased with themselves that their edgy Pokesona is now canon.
That's weird. That's actually pretty good, to be honest. I choose Oshawott because I saw that and it was pretty good.
With a beard like that, this guy could totally dethrone Delibird as the official Christmas Pokemon.
Yeah, no, Delibird's still a Christmas Pokemon. Although we'll see why.
And that is if it weren't for the unbridled power that is Pikachu with a Santa hat.
How's that? That's... no.
We've gone from ripping off Disney to ripping off Disney ripoffs.
What's Disney ripoff is that? I mean, even then, that's not really counting to say much. I mean, ask that to Cyanide Happiness. They did a parody recently with the new Joking Hazard thing. I saw that trailer. I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, Disney can't sue us and bullshit because it's just a parody. This is even far downer to a parody thing. Also, what type of ripoff is that? I don't know. I don't usually watch Disney films at all much of the day. Most of the time, I actually just watch Pixar film, but even then, I don't even very watch it. So yeah, I'm not a big Disney fan. Is my point. Like the only thing I even watch from Disney now because they jokingly purchased it was Marvel movies and freaking Star Wars. So there you go. That's how bad it is.
It's a double ripoff! Game Freak, you are trying much too hard to make people care about this Pokemon.
I don't know. I mean, I will say this. That's probably the most worst one, though. I do like the Q, but its evolution is super hard to get. I've been trying to get it through the way that it's programmed, but my god, it's super hard to get.
This Pokemon must be a big fan of Quail Man. Try as you...
The Q, by the way, is actually supposed to be for the evolution's name. I'm blanking on it, but Quillfish? I don't know. But that's kind of the point of the name of this thing.
Might, but your leg game will never surpass Serena's.
That is actually true. That's not even harsh. That's actually kind of true.
Must be why they grow ball gowns in the future. This guy seriously needs a bath. It's a miracle trainers who ride these things aren't covered in mud afterwards.
Well, yeah, because I don't know. To say the least, though, they do. That is a very interesting Pokemon because they use it for the Pokemon. I don't know, the Pokemon rides. I think that's what it's called. Not in that format, but I know it's one of the Pokemon rides in Lake Arceus in a different sense, if you know what I mean. Like, that's basically the Scoutland of the Shun region, where it digs up your items and stuff.
You know, I too would have that facial expression if I lived in a giant cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon bun? Well, I can see that actually.
That better be frosting. Are you trying to get me demonetized?
How's that? No, it's not sperm. What the fuck? I mean, at this point, you're talking about freaking Goondra. A Pokemon that has been even questioned for that because it's gooey. What the fuck? And even then, who gives a shit about demonetization at this point? Because everyone knows that freaking YouTube is full of bullshit.
Just like in real life dog breeding, being more vulnerable to your one main weakness makes you even more adorable. Enjoy it while it lasts, folks. This powerful new look must mean that Arcanine's finally a legendary like people used to think, right? No.
That's because it was jokingly called the legendary Pokemon. That's actually a fact, by the way. They in its Pokedex, it's known as the legendary Pokemon.
This regional form is even more edible than its regular one. Look at that marbling!
I didn't even know this was a regional form. I thought that it was just a new form they added. I mean, it is, but I never know it was a regional form. I saw it was just a normal form they added for the fish. I still think it is. It's just a new form. It's not even a regional form. But I get why they say that because the new Pokemon they introduce is kind of a regional form.
As if Game Freak was already running out of ideas, they just straight up reused the legend Gyarados.
Yeah. All right. Legendary clad itself so compared to punishing the fool of their goals, journeys upstream. I can I see why they say that because upstream that's a reference to also what she's trying to point out is it's similar to that of Magikarp. But then again, isn't that like any other fish Pokemon that it starts out weak as crap and then all of a sudden it boosts up in format? Just saying. And besides, it's different because it's got souls. It's a ghost fish.
Is based on. Have they no shame? So apparently in the distant past, this Pokemon has a secondary grass typing due to it disguising itself as an apricorn. So wouldn't it make more sense that in the future it would gain a steel typing since it disguises itself as a metal Pokeball?
Well, I mean, you gotta ask that to them. I never actually thought of that. That's a very good point. I never thought about that. And yes, that actually is true, although technically speaking, it does kind of put a fender in the whole Pokemon timeline. But again, ever since they brought into the fact of the ultra space, they pretty much just now ex machina everything. Just saying with time space, like fuck time space, we already did it, bitch. With the flippin' freaking ultra space. That's what I feel what Game Freak is saying.
Extended lore is so confusing. If this Pokemon didn't look like a Dragon Ball character before, then it sure as heck does now.
You calling the Pokeball Krillin? Okay. I want to say he looks exactly like Krillin, but I can see what you're going for.
Nice paint job, loser. You missed a spot though. Like, a really big one. This just looks like a Sneasel that fell into a taffy puller.
How? I do not see your point.
This is only slightly less ridiculous than just creating a snowplow Pokemon. What did I say not too long ago about reusing?
How's that reusing? That's pretty much what it is. I don't see how that's reusing. It's just talking about Zora being dead. Like it literally says it once once departed soul returned to life in Hisui. Divine powers has Rismet, which rides its energy atop its head and make it forms of foes. In this way, Zora vents lingering menace. I don't see how that's. I don't know.
Already existing ideas? This is just Vulpix again.
Vulpix? How's that Vulpix? Vulpix never. I mean, I can see a little bit of Ninetales, but let's be real here. Freaking Hisui Zoroark is much more better where they came from with Ninetales because obviously, if you don't know, Hisui Zora, and actually also just the regular Zoroark, is based off the Ninetail Fox, and more specifically Kitsunes, who are well known for hiding their thing with illusions. Yeah, I know I butchered that, but again, you just gotta stick with me. I know both it and the Ninetales and Vulpix is based off Kasune yokais, but come on now. Be fair, is probably a much more better version of Kasune.
As if the original Zoroark wasn't emo enough.
How's that emo? That's more. I mean, I get creepy because yeah, it looks like blood is coming from it, but how's that emo? How Zoroark in the first place was emo? That makes no sense. Hell, freaking Houndoom is much more emo than that. What the fuck?
Go get some therapy for crying out loud. Hey, are you okay? That's a pretty nasty growth you've got on your neck.
How's that? That looks fine. I mean, yeah, it does look appealing. I will say the new forms for the legendaries of Dialga and Palkia does not look that good, but I'll take it what it is because it still looks okay.
Might want to see a doctor about that. Someone on the design team must have been a hardcore brony. Ugh, another Unova Pokemon? Haven't the players had enough of this dumb region?
No, they have not. In fact, after Pokemon Pokemon X and Y, we haven't really got a lot of support because every single game gets bringing one support for one Pokemon. That's that's because in Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they only give one Mega Stone to a Yuvu in not you well Yuvu. Let me correct that before I screw up like a train wreck. Like fuck. They only give a Mega Stone to one generation. Yeah, 5 Pokemon. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, they only give. I think if I'm correct, I could be wrong with this, but I know they give one Dynamax or Gigamax to one of the Gen 5 Pokemon, and then they later on also give a new original form, which my add is actually pretty good. And then a little while afterward, they give out two well, actually 3. So be fair, it's only fair because yes, they've kind of been lacking in that. Now we just gotta see over time how they deal with the Kalos and Alolan form. And I just realized they did bring out a second Unova. I mean, say what you will, Gen 5 was pretty good.
You're kidding, right? They had the audacity to make a sexy pink female version of one of those Yu-Gi-Oh looking motherfuckers?
How Zells look like Yu-Gi-Oh? What the fuck? How does that look like Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, unless you're referring to Gen, the freaking gaming guy, but I don't see how the fuck you say those are literally Yu-Gi-Oh. Trust me, Yu-Gi-Oh do not look like Pokemon. I can definitely tell the difference there. That's like trying to say Bakugan is like Digimon. It's really not the same. And even then, kind of explain that, yes, they actually did put a female in that. But to explain the reason why they did that was because the forces of nature, and it's kind of funny because because again, going back to Unova, since Gen 5 was actually start off a little bit, well, it is kind of is a reboot of Pokemon. The forces of nature was jokingly also partially based off the legendary birds from Kanto, meaning also the forces of nature was based off of every season. However, they didn't have a season for spring until she appeared. That was the whole point. Plus, also they did that because she's supposed to be known as the love-hate Pokemon. That's kind of actually true. And by the way, no, I'm not joking with the name. It's not just love Pokemon or hate Pokemon. It literally is just love-hate. It's not even like Koopa 2, where its unbound form is its unbound form is Denish Pokemon, but I forgot its little form. But yeah, I'm not saying that. It literally is love-hate. So I don't know.
Who is responsible for this? Who is responsible for subjecting my eyes to this abomination? This disgrace to fairy types?
How's that disgrace to fairy types? You're saying that's sexy? Too sexy? I'm not gonna truly ask the question. Well, I am, but I'm not gonna try to truly make a joke here because I think she already seen it since this is pretty much how she always do a bunch of this. Because trust me, this ain't a lie. This is actually a series she does. But I'm surprised she's saying that and not to that of Harina. Harina is gonna way more than that. Just saying. How is that? How is that a disgrace? Like what the fuck? I'm never gonna do another reaction video of this whole Sylveon troll thing. I don't know. Fuck.
This fan fiction nightmare.
That's not a fan fiction nightmare. What is with people saying, especially with the brand new generation Pokemon, like the more recent new Pokemon, people saying that the new starter Pokemon and the new forms being looking like something from Fake Mom. What the fuck?
This disgusting, revolting, vomit-inducing
Neon pink bitch. Okay. Neon pink bitch. Okay. What the fuck? Neon pink bitch. Hey.
My apologies for that outburst. I'm just in complete awe. That has got to be the worst Pokemon I have ever seen with my own eyes. Don't show it again, for the love of... Sorry. I'm done now. Finally, after a long and arduous year and some change, I am finally done with my quest to troll every Pokemon.
No, you're not.
And now, I can rest. Game Freak!
What do you expect? It's always going to be popping out Pokemon. With that being said, I think that's actually the end of this video, so we're just going to pop right out of there. Okay, well, that wasn't actually that bad. That was actually pretty funny, to be honest. But still, okay. Again, it's all opinionated, so it's fair. I mean, I'm not going to lie, too. I could kind of see where she's coming from, because say what you want with the last Pokemon. I'm blanking on her name. With the force of nature, but I will admit that's kind of is an ugly Pokemon. That pink neon bitch. Okay, the pink neon bitch. I feel like that should be put on a shirt. I could literally put that on a shirt. I'm going to see my mom this week, and we're going to the mall, and we all know that. You know what? I probably will do that. I don't know. That pink neon bitch. All right, well, that was it. Again, nothing too bad. It's definitely very interesting to say the least. Also, real quick, hello, Luca, or hello, or hola, Luca. Well, I'll just say Luca, so I don't butcher her name. Also, hello, Kristen, and definitely hello, because you just pop in here, God's Ultimate Accounts. Yeah, sorry to, I also like your new, nice, you keep coming up with good, freaking avatar pictures, just saying. Anyways, sorry to say that, but I'm seeing all you guys' comments now, because it's actually the end of the videos. So thank you for popping in and stuff. Sorry, if you want to go back and see what I reacted to, go on ahead. But yeah, there's nothing else I could say about that. It's just her opinion. It was actually pretty funny, but very interesting. And it's weird because, like I said at the beginning of the video, and I still back this up, which is why I reacted to this. To be fair, to my opinion, the newer Pokemon they did introduce was kind of meh, but there are some ones I will appreciate and actually enjoy. Like, my favorite one is Zoroark and Zoroark, the new forms. And, of course, there are a few others I will admit. But, there are kind of does in there. But it's fair, it's fine, there's nothing else to say. But, it's everyone's opinion, and at the end of the day, the only two things I'll say is just a repeat of it's everyone's opinions on what they stand on those Pokemon, and pink neon bitch. I just love that. Pink neon bitch. I feel like, what the hell? I am definitely probably going to put that on the shirt. Anyways, this has been Floxcat, and I'm snapping out of here. Hope you all have a good day. Snapping out of here. Bye bye.